Hi, I'm Leo and welcome to Me. In this tutorial, we'll be going over JavaScript's conditional statements. Now, basically, there are about 4 conditional statements in JavaScript, and they are if, else if, and switch. Alright guys, at the end of this tutorial, if you think the video was helpful, please hit the like button, and if you have anything to say or any questions, just leave a comment. And if you're new, please consider subscribing for more updates. Alright, in JavaScript, we use conditional statements to execute a block of code, and if this condition is false, another block of code can be executed. So now each conditional statement has 2 parts. The first one is the expression, which is the block of code that you're going to type. Now when the second one is statement, and that is what you want the code to say if this condition is true. Now we use the if to put our condition, which we call expression, and the statement, that's what the code will say when this condition is met. Now if this condition is false, we use else if to give another condition and a statement. So if this one is false, we could say try this one. Now you could do this several times, and at the end, when everything is false, you can tell the code to say this. Now using the 24-hour clock, we're going to check the time. Now here I would say let r be let's pick any time now. Let's say 15. Now my first expression is going to be the r here. Now which is my condition is when this r or the time is greater than or equal to 6, is greater than or equal to 6, that's 6 a.m. and the r is less than 12. So this is the condition for morning. The r is less than 12. Now I want the code to say console.log now I want the code to say good morning. Now if else, now when the time is, now this will be the condition for afternoon. So here when it is greater than or equal to 12 and is less than 8 and is less than 18, now this is the condition for afternoon. The code would say good afternoon. And the third condition is for evening, which will start by 6 p.m. Now it's going to start by 6 p.m., which is 18 o'clock, and it will end by 11:59 midnight. So I want this to say good evening. Now when you put the time that is outside 6 a.m. to 12 midnight, we want this to say the time is wrong. We want it to say the time is wrong. So when I save and 15 o'clock, that would be afternoon, that's 3 p.m. So when I go to my code and reload here, it's going to say good afternoon. Now when I come here and put a condition which is 7 a.m., that would be morning. Now when I go to my code and reload, you'll notice it's going to say good morning. And when I come here and put 19 o'clock, which would be 7 p.m., now when I save and go back to my browser, you'll notice it's going to say good evening. So you see it says good evening. And when I come here and put 25, we all know there is nothing like 25 o'clock. Now and save. When I go back to my code, you'll notice it's going to say the time is wrong. So this is basically how we use the if else statement. Alright guys, in my next video I'm going to show you how to use the switch. The switch is a bit different from the if else statement. Alright, thanks and have a wonderful day.